Thinking about starting a prepper pantry, but not sure where to start? Not sure if you can even find things locally? Well, stay tuned. This video is for you. Hey everyone, welcome back to Grains and Grit. Today, I'm really excited to share with you guys my recent small little haul at Sam's Club and also a little bit at Aldi. But more importantly, I'm going to be showing you what you can buy at these stores to actually help you stock up in your pantry. Not just grains and beans, but other things as well to help you if you are looking at starting your prepper pantry. Hey y'all, welcome to my new backyard. See my chickens? They wanted to be in the video too, so we're going to include them today. But I'm here to actually announce an exciting freebie that I have for you guys. I've been working on it, needed a bit of tweaking. If you're subscribed to my newsletter, you have already received this. So if you're not subscribed to my newsletter, click the description, check out the description box below so you can get new things like this before everyone else. But I am super excited to actually have a grain calculator for you guys. If you have been wanting to stock up on wheat, but you have no idea how much you should buy for your family, I have a free grain calculator that I've made for you guys to figure out how much grain that you need for your family for a month, 3 months, 6 months, however long that you're wanting to stock up for. It's very easy to just walk you through. If you've done your taxes, you can do this too, don't worry. But this will help you to know how much wheat that you should buy. When I first started, I had no idea if I needed 50 pounds of wheat for just me and my husband when we first started, and I didn't have much space. So did I need 100 pounds of wheat? Did I need 200 pounds? Did I only need a 7-pound bucket? I didn't know, but this will help you know so that you can plan accordingly in your pantry. Make sure you have enough space and make sure you have enough grain to last you for however long you're wanting to last. So again, be sure to check out the description box below where you can sign up and get this for free. It goes to your email, so if you don't see it, check your promotions tab if you have Gmail or your spam. But sign up below. You can also go to my website, grainsandgrit.com, and you'll be able to sign up there as well. I'll have a link for freebies. And you can get this wonderful grain calculator. If you have any questions about it, please let me know in the comments below. I really hope that y'all enjoy this. And the good news, it's pretty too. Also, if you do not already, follow me on Instagram. You should, because you know, you get to see me more on a daily basis. I really like to post in the evenings, generally what I'm doing for supper. So if you're needing supper ideas, especially when it comes to freshly milled grains, consuming more whole grains in your diet, I'm usually using those every meal. So I like to hop onto stories, be sure to tell you what I'm making. You can interact with me there. So be sure to follow me on Instagram, Grains and Grit. Also, say hello to all my chickens. Hi girls. Today I'm going to be showing you what I've been able to buy just at Sam's Club and at Aldi, a store that's seen throughout the US, of things that you can buy to stock up on your own prepper pantry. Things that I like to buy from these stores. I know I talk a lot about Azure Standard and how I love it, but not everyone has that option, or you may not want to do that, or sometimes you need to buy things locally. What can you buy and where can you buy it? And today I'm going to be showing you some of the great things that you can buy at Sam's Club and also Aldi to help you stock up your prepper pantry, not just with grains and beans, but other household items as well. This was a small haul. I'm actually pretty stocked up right now, but I am going to be showing you some things in the store that I found to give you ideas of what you can start doing and where to find them, and the price to make sure it matches your budget in the store to see if that works for you. So stay tuned. I'm going to be showing you not only what I bought, but also some other great goodies that you can find in these stores as well. Before we begin, question of the day, do you have a Sam's Club or a Costco? I really would like a Costco, but alas, we do not have them where I live. They are only in the really, really big cities. Apparently, we are not worthy enough to have one. But when they do, I'm definitely going to look into it. So I'm stuck with Sam's Club and other stores as well. So let me know in the comments below which one you like, which one you have, which one you prefer. Also, if you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe below and hit this like button if you really like to have a little bit of a prepper pantry, even if it's 2 to 4 weeks worth, not necessarily 5 years. So be sure to subscribe to this channel. I post videos every week unlocking the secrets to biblical healthy whole grains, and I give you recipes, tips, tricks, and more, and also include things about how to stock up your pantry so you can be prepared for whatever happens, whether it's a hurricane, 2020, what you lose a job, whatever the case may be. So if that sounds like something that you would like, be sure to subscribe below. All right, so first we're starting off with what I got. So as you can see, I got some diapers, and I know that this is typically not considered a prepper type pantry or anything that you need to stock up on, but y'all, if y'all have babies, you need pull-ups, diapers, wipes, definitely consider always keeping these in stock. You never want to be going without diapers for too long. Another option is, of course, cloth diapers, but for now, with my use, this is what we use. All right, next thing, as you can see, is this is a wonderful thing about Sam's, and I apologize for the light being in the way, is they sell these huge containers of oats. Now, I like the minute oats, so they're cut oats. They also sell the old-fashioned, but this is 10 pounds in each one, and one of these almost fills up a 5-gallon bucket. It gets it just a little over half full, so 2 of those will actually fill up a 5-gallon bucket. Plus, you may have a little bit left over. It's been a while since I've done that. But this is great because if you saw my Azure standard haul video last week, I bought the wrong type of oats. My family isn't a fan, so I had to pick up some of these. I also really like getting their white vinegar. This is 2 gallons of white vinegar. They sell them for $5. It works great. I use these in place of fabric softener if you have potty training children. This gets out the urine smell very well. I also use vinegar whenever I'm cleaning. I use it for many things, so I always keep this on hand, and I like just getting the 2 gallons of it. New laundry detergent that I found. It's supposed to be more of a non-toxic one. I have not used this yet, so if you have, comment below, let me know. But it was the same price as the other stuff I was buying, so why not? Then we also have dishwashing detergent. For the first time in my entire 11-year marriage, I finally have a dishwasher. So I'm going to be using that, but I do plan on ordering Azure's dishwasher cleaner, dishwasher soap, my next Azure order, but it's too late to do that now. So I went ahead and got this stuff, and I'll be picking up Azure's as well because I've heard great things about it. I also really like the peanut butter that they sell. Best price ever, and definitely stock up on peanut butter if you do not already. Peanut butter is extremely great. It's a source of protein, but also sugar. So if you have any sugar issues, hypoglycemic, or if sometimes those moments where your blood sugar drops, peanut butter is really great because it not only contains the sugar, but it also contains the fats and the protein to really balance it out, to not make your blood sugar go crazy. And one thing about Sam's is it actually has cane sugar. It's not made with high fructose corn syrup, which most peanut butters are. And for these large 2 40 ounces, it's only $7. Usually in the store for the good stuff, for this size container, it's $7 each. And I'm able to basically get them for $7 for both of them. So I keep a lot of this in stock. Also great for kids, PB&Js. Who doesn't not love those? I also got some sheet protectors, not pantry, but I included it. This is mainly for all the school stuff that we do. Just need some sheet protectors, and I've heard really great things about this one, and it was only $10 for 250 and the heavyweight. The big thing is definitely the toilet paper. Not sure if you can really see that, but these contain 5 9-packs, and I really like the toilet paper. It is soft but sturdy, and this lasts our family a very long time. Funny thing, whenever the 2020 happened and they were saying people had to be limit only 1 for those, but y'all, that one of those lasts my large family for like 4 to 6 months. I mean, normal size families should not be stocking up on this. Like, if you're looking at a 6-month supply for a normal 5-person family, this will probably last you 6 months, maybe even longer. But I love the toilet paper. Only $20 for all of that, and you cannot beat it. It does not feel cheap. I'm really particular about my toilet paper, as you can see, but I always keep it in stock. It lasts a while, and $20 for all of it. You really can't beat it. So if you're looking at stocking up toilet paper, definitely do that at Sam's. We all know the importance of toilet paper now. And Sam's has the best deal. And good news, you can throw this in the shed, a garage, wherever, and really stock up on that. Next thing is I also like their tortillas. I'm still working on figuring out flour tortillas with freshly milled wheat. When I do, I will certainly let you know. But in the meantime, I do buy them. We don't use them a ton. These are just usually, I like the burrito size where we like to make wraps with them. But they have 2 10 counts and it's $4 for 20 of them. And you know, name brand, it's actually a really good deal around here. So I love getting those. I also love getting their cream cheese. This is actually a different brand that I've seen. But this one, it's for 6 of your typical 8-ounce bars. I think I paid like $4 for it, which was really good deal. And these freeze very well. So if you're looking at cream cheese, you can throw those in the freezer and just pull them out and you can use them for many different things. I actually make a, what I use for my wraps. I throw in some ranch seasoning that I make, mix it up with the cream cheese, and then you spread it on the wraps. It is delicious. So I always keep this in stock and I just freeze it for a while and I pull it out of the freezer when I need it, thaw it out and use it. It's really great. All right, so next of course we have is the yeast. Now Sam's only has the instant dry yeast that I have seen, but I use this. If you noticed my Azure order, I bought active dry yeast. I kind of use them interchangeably for my regular yeast spreads and I haven't really noticed a problem. So I do use these, and these come in a pack of 2 1 pounds for like $4 or $5. Y'all, that's a really good price. If you need to save money, just do that. And these I just keep on in my pantry on the shelf. When I open them, that's whenever I actually just stick it in the freezer to make sure it stays pretty fresh after it's opened, and keep it in my freezer, and then just put it in whatever recipe I'm using straight from the freezer. So that's really great. Again, $5 for 2 pounds. I've never really had any issues with this yeast. So if you're looking for it and you can't buy from Azure or online, you certainly can buy yeast from Amazon. But if you need some in a pinch and this is local, you don't have to wait for it to be shipped. So you can go and pick that up at Sam's. I also really love getting their extra sharp yellow cheddar cheese. These are in 2-pound blocks for only $4 for 2 pounds. Aldi is usually the best price for cheese, and that's $2 for an 8-ounce, so half a pound. So it would be at Aldi $10 or so for this whole thing, and I got it for $4 or $5. And I literally only got this for like $5. I mean, for 2 pounds, you know, it's not your super best grass-fed cheese, but it's cheese, and it's the extra sharp, which I love. You need to use these if you make cheese grits. You need a sharp cheddar cheese. But the great other thing about block cheese is that freezes very well as well. So some of these, if I really stock up, I throw some in my freezer, and then I just pull it out and thaw it and grate it up. Don't buy the grated cheese and freeze that. That does not freeze well. You do have to get the block cheese if you're wanting to save some to freeze. So that's it for what I actually got at Sam's. And I will be showing you next all the great things that you can get from Sam's to really stock up if you're looking at stocking up a pantry. So I will be showing that next. All right, so here we are at Sam's Club, and let's see what we can find. All right, so one surprising thing about Sam's Club is they actually have a whole lot of rice in 25 and 50-pound bags. Now, this particular one, they didn't have any brown rice, but they did have different types of white rice, the basmati rice, white long grain rice that is enriched like this here. So this is a great place if you're wanting to get rice. They actually sell the 25 and 50-pound bags. And another great thing to get is baking soda. Baking soda is not only great for cleaning, but also cooking. And of course, salt. They actually sell these 4 pounds of salt for $1.52, as you can see. And salt is great for not only preserving the food, but for cooking. But I do recommend that if you want to stock up on these, that you actually get them and place them in food safe 5-gallon buckets. If you've seen my Instagram stories, I had an incident where these got wet and it kind of ruined the salt. So I would recommend that you put that in 5-gallon buckets. Of course, we have the yeast and other baking supplies like the baking powder. This is the type that I like to buy. I wouldn't get the cocoa. You can get that cheaper elsewhere. but cornstarch is also really great to get. Don't ever forget about all your spices when it comes to a prepper pantry. But I will tell you, sometimes you can actually get spices for cheaper. If you are a fan of olives like we are in this house, Sam's actually has a really good amount. So these are already fermented foods basically, and so these are going to store well. And as you can see, they have a ton of them. Those green ones right there are our favorites. And here we have all the canned tomatoes. Now, as you notice, these are a lot of those number 10 cans. And I would caution you from just stocking up on these unless you actually plan to feed a lot of people at once, because once they're open, you have to figure out how to store it. But they do also have these individual cans, like the tomato paste, the diced tomatoes. I always get these, and also the tomato sauce, just so they're in smaller portions. And here's some more rice in smaller packs, but one thing I love are these big, huge bags of beans. It says 12 pounds of black beans. I've gotten these before. Sam's also usually has the large bags of pinto beans, but they didn't have them today. And we got some more canned vegetables. Another great thing I like to get is their pasta. I haven't figured out how to make pasta from freshly milled wheat yet. When I do, I'll start doing that. But for now, I do buy this because, as you can see, it's a really good price. And these are individual bags, so it's not like I'm opening up a huge amount and then have to store them in individual bags. And when it comes to a prepper pantry, many people do not think of things like hot sauce, but trust me, these are wonderful to have. Just another seasoning to always have on hand to spice up those meals that you have. And Sam's actually has a really great price on Crystal's as well as Frank's hot sauce. As I mentioned, do not neglect your nut butters, peanut butter. Sam's also has this almond butter, but they have really good prices, and definitely store these, whichever one you prefer, in your prepper pantry. Non-food related, but don't forget batteries for your flashlights and anything else that might need batteries. Sam's has a really good deal, but I've actually seen them on Amazon for great prices too. And don't forget about your honey. This is what I use in my yeast breads, especially to sweeten it. I definitely prefer to buy local, but some people can't do that, and sometimes I can't. And so Sam's does have a great price. They also have these in Walmart as well. Now, I've actually been blessed to be able to raise my own chicken and beef for my freezer, or I can can them, but don't neglect your canned meats if you're unable to raise them. And Sam's has an excellent selection of canned chicken, the corned beef. They also have the canned fish like the tuna and the salmon. So definitely don't neglect to pick these up, put them in your pantry, and just use them and rotate them out as you wish. Now, what we saw before were the number 10 cans of the vegetables, but Sam's also has the individual cans for your vegetables as well if you don't have a garden or you just want to keep these on hand. These canned mushrooms are actually pretty good. They're organic, a great price, and I always snag those, as well as the beans in case I don't want to use dried beans. Don't neglect your coffee. Now, when it comes to a prepper pantry, get you the beans. Do not get the ground because they do not stay fresh for as long, but the beans will, and you can actually throw them into the freezer to make them last longer. These are the ones that I have bought before, and they're delicious, but don't neglect your coffee. Even if you don't drink it, it would even be a powerful bartering tool just in case. And like the toilet paper, Sam's has the best deal on paper towels. Grab you a pack of these and they will last you for forever. And don't forget that wonderful butter, y'all. Sam's actually has the Kerrygold, but I gotta save some pennies where I can, so I buy the regular butter in these packs. I buy the salted butter. I don't buy these. I actually buy the ones that come in the 4-packs like you see right here. And these are great. You can freeze them, so I definitely like to stock up. Now, a word or two about medical supplies. Don't actually buy them at Sam's, except these right here, the hydrogen peroxide and the alcohol. These are a good price, but otherwise your Band-Aids, your ibuprofen, all of those things, the best place I have seen for those is actually Dollar General or Family Dollar. So go there to get your basic medical stuff. All right, and so I also made a little trip to Aldi, and there are a few little gems at Aldi that you can get as well, especially if you're looking at to stock up. Even if you're only looking at stocking up for a month. We're not talking about you're burying it in the ground type thing. We're just keeping a good pantry that's good and stocked for what you need. And there are a few gems at Aldi. I did not get that much this time. I like going to Aldi, especially for the fresh produce. Now they don't have the widest selection of produce, but your general stuff that you like to get, your, apples, oranges, watermelon, tomatoes, they're definitely gonna have that. I love getting my garlic from there. We got some tomatoes. We also got some cilantro. Their avocados are always a really good deal. The only thing I don't like is that they are super, super hard. Like whenever you wanna buy avocados and you wanna use it for guacamole, you actually want soft ones. So I've never ever been able to find soft ones. I always have to buy them more in advance to let them soften a bit for then making guacamole, but it's okay. Those are 75 cents each, y'all. Usually they're over $1, but Aldi, I've noticed, usually has the best price. Also have some whipped cream for, whenever you need it. I just like having a few of these on hand in my freezer because you never know when you need to make a quick dessert. You can just make some brownies from scratch. I always keep those ingredients, and then to make it a bit more fancy, just throw on some whipped cream, some Cool Whip onto the top of that. But those freeze very well, so I just keep these in my freezer. Aldi also has some dried beans. They do not have the widest selection, but you can get them there, and these are in 2-pound bags. So the ones that I saw today, and you'll see that in a bit, I think just the Great Northern. I think they had some pinto beans, maybe a few others of black beans, but not a huge selection of dried beans, but you can buy them at Aldi. Also got some queso fresco. This is great for Mexican foods, so we like to sprinkle them on our tacos. This freezes as well. So any cheese, any block type cheese, you can stock up on and throw it in your freezer to be able to use later on. And then I also, one thing Aldi is really great at is the selection of dried fruit. I love these raisins. It is like, I think 98 cents for the entire pack of 6. And usually I buy the bigger container because it is cheaper, but these are great to throw into kids' lunches, or if you need lunch on the go or a little snack, they can grab these and they're already packaged. But 98 cents for 6 of those, and they're really good. And I'll be showing you in the next video what all you can find at Aldi that is great for stocking up in your prepper pantry, other things that I didn't get. So stay tuned. All right, and hello Aldi. Let's see what we find here. And as you can see, they have a decent amount of produce, and the price is always pretty good on the produce. Now, for actual prepper pantry, you're wanting it to last a bit longer, dried fruit is great, and Aldi has really good prices and a good selection of it, as well as their nuts. They have several different selections of trail mixes and nuts that you can throw in that'll store to give you that little bit of extra protein or fruit that you need. Another place that Aldi beats everyone is with their canned goods. Their prices on their canned goods are wonderful. Not the greatest selection, but the pricing is good. Go here first if you're looking to get some canned goods for your prepper pantry. If you love Rotel, Aldi has the best price on their version of Rotel. And here's some of their dried beans that they have some of their canned beans. These are the white beans that I grabbed from my pantry. Good pricing, just not the best selection, but it is there. I love that they have this cane sugar. This is usually what I like to get. Walmart actually does have a little bit better price, but they have it too. And they also have an organic version as well as the brown sugar. And definitely get you some evaporated milk, some sweetened condensed milk to have, always needed in a prepper pantry. And then they also have a good selection of the canned meats. So the chilies, the little sardines, the Vienna sausages, they have a good selection and a really good price as well. So definitely stock up. I definitely like to stock up on some seasonings at Aldi. They do have a great price, just not the best selection, but they do have your basic ones that you need. So let me know if this video gave you any ideas. Like I said, this was kind of small for me. Sometimes I go crazy and other times I don't, but I do actually keep a list of my pantry and what I'd like to keep in stock and the amount that I like to keep in stock for X amount of time. So I make sure that I always maintain this level for, say, a month, making sure that if I couldn't go to the store for a month, we're gonna be okay. And I keep that level. So all that I do is have to just go down my list every month or every time that I go grocery shopping and just pick up the things that I need to restock. So I've just recently moved. I had to move all of that and I moved to a smaller space. So I actually don't have as much space this time. So I'm actually kind of trying to use a little bit of things up a bit more in order to put that down so it fits better in my space. But I still needed some items that we are always using, and so I was able to do that today. So again, let me know below if you have any questions, anything that I can help you with. Answer the question of the day, subscribe to this channel, like this video, and just know I also have a newsletter that I send out every single week. So be sure to check out the description box below to sign up for that. And be sure to grab the freebie. Again, description box below. Follow the link to be able to get your grain calculator to know exactly how much, or roughly how much, grains that you need for your family for a certain period of time to make sure that you always keep that in stock. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next week. Bye.